up, everybody? Just got back from Vegas last night. We are in Charleston, South Carolina. I've got like a wine tasting event to go to, so it's a little bit of business and a little bit of fun. So I brought my beautiful wife along with me, and we're gonna go inside. We're gonna do this, and then we're gonna go out to dinner. And I've got a few things I want to talk to you about, so stay tuned for that. Also, I've been doing some tutorials on how to do a lot of the things that I'm talking about doing all the time on Facebook, and like setting up a page and doing the pixel, creating audiences, things like that. So make sure you check out those tutorial videos and things of that nature. So we're gonna go inside and do this, and then we're gonna go have some fun.
Time is never stopping. Only gave the kid one option: go to school and get a job. But it's so common all around me, they slaving for.
Just left the wine tasting, was super good. Had some great conversations, but I want to follow up on something that I noticed in Vegas a lot while I was there, and that was talking to a lot of people about things, and they're like not getting traction with things, and it turns into a deeper problem, and that they're trying too many things at the same time. Here's the thing you guys need to understand. When you're trying so many different things, you're not able to focus enough energy on any one thing. So you're spread so thin that you're only getting a little bit of attention on each thing, right? That's an easy concept to understand. I think some of you just need to hear it, that, you know, you're only gonna get out of it what you put in. So put as much into one of those ideas, one of those concepts that you can. Pick the one that's doing the best and double and triple down on it, and forget about the rest. And what if those, and what if these, and who cares? Who cares? If you put it all into the one thing and it explodes, I promise you will forget about the other things. Now, if you put it all into one thing and it doesn't do anything, ditch it as quickly as you can. Find out if that's gonna work or not. Fail fast and fail often. No, I don't think that. Sorry, waiting on an Uber. Fail fast. So, you know, you want to put all the effort into it. Give it a decent amount of time to whether you're gonna, you know, if it's gonna work or not. And if you don't feel it in your gut, like, I'm not getting in with this, I just don't think it's gonna be good, or you have a gut feeling that it's gonna be good and it's just not there yet, sometimes you just need to be patient. Results don't happen tomorrow, but go with an instinct. I think a lot of people have enough gut instinct to know if it's gonna work or not. But also don't be so married to an idea that you think it can't fail, because sometimes you just need to ditch it and move on. Move on to the next one, and then put enough energy into the next one to be able to really validate it or test and see if it's gonna work or not. So those are the things that I saw a lot in Vegas, as well as just not having any structure in the businesses. You know, a lot of people that I know didn't go to SHOT Show because if they're not there, something's not getting done and things like that. So they just don't have enough structure. They haven't delegated proper amount of work. Oh, that's the Uber calling. Gotta go. We'll continue this conversation soon. Hello? All right, it's time to go dinner. Yeah, she's in this red Apollo. Anyways, we'll continue this conversation later. Yeah, she's right there. 80% into something, 20% into something else. 80-20 rule. Keep it going. She's right here.
Time is never stopping. Only gave the kid one option: go to school and get a job. But it's so common all around me, they slaving for the bills. But I knew I wanted more, and told my boys that we could make it to the hills. Living real, doing what I love, going day to day. But I know it takes time, and I'm patiently waiting. Sometimes I contemplate, cause one day you feel so close and the next is out of sight. But I know I gotta hold on tight to go back to just going out every night. Like, if I'm about to let it go now, I can live alright. Live a normal life, doing 9 to 5. But I know I'm more than that. I gained this skill, wasn't born with that. At the end of the life, it's a memory, and I wanna know how to remember me. Either hate the kid for what I am, or love the boy for what I'm not, right? Changes, but the game is never gonna change us. They never said it was painless, ain't no recipe to be famous. But I'ma take my time, and I know it's worth it, step by step.
I mean, the food was okay. It's good, not great. Service sucked. Waitress was a total. She's so nice. She's a total B, excuse me. All in all, I mean, it was like, okay. That's it. Alright, well, Brandy wasn't feeling good. She's back up in the room. I came downstairs to like try to shoot some more video and finish up this vlog that I started. I'm taking some pictures. I got my other camera. You can see it. You guys talk to me a lot about like I get a lot of messages asking me like, what camera do you use and this and that. And I can tell you what cameras I use. Like I'm using this camera, which is a Canon EOS M5. It's a mirrorless camera. And then I use the EFS lenses. I don't use the EFM lenses for the mirrorless cameras because they don't really have great lenses. But we can go through all the gear. And then the other camera that I'm using here is a Canon 6D Mark II with a Sigma 24-70 2.8 lens. This thing's a beast. I use this and this quite a bit for various different reasons. It just depends on what I'm working on and things like that. But those are my two main cameras. And then I think even more important than the camera itself is a good microphone. Audio is super important. So a lot of times you guys will see me using a wireless mic depending on the environment, or like a Rode shotgun mic mounted to the camera, things like that. So those are kind of like my main go-to setups. And we can go more in depth about that stuff if you want. I'm super happy to talk about it. I love talking about camera gear and tech stuff. So it's starting to rain out here too, and I'm standing like under a street light so that you guys can see me. So I'm gonna have to go in a second. But you know, this trip is really reminding me, you know, a little bit earlier we were talking about like, man, it is really, my camera's getting wet. You know, not splitting your time too much in between a bunch of different things because nothing will get accomplished. This trip, I don't get to do a lot with my wife, and part of that's my fault, and I recognize that. I'm like a purebred workaholic to the core, and I travel with my partner and with Brian and everybody and do all this business stuff all the time, but that leaves, you know, not a lot of time to like travel with her, especially with kids. It's not all like, we've got kids and they're in school and stuff, so we don't get to both travel together a lot. But it's a good reminder for me too to like make sure I take time out to spend with my wife and find the balance and that work-life balance, because I'm the worst at it. But finding that work-life balance is equally as important, and finding that balance on like which project to focus on and stuff like that. So we're enjoying our time here. She's not feeling great, so she's back in the room, and I'm about to go back up there right now myself. But yeah, man, I mean, it's just balance. Everything's got a balance. You need to find what works best for you. What works best for me may not work best for you, and what works for you may not work for me. So you need to find what works for you. As far as like work-life balance goes, communication between you and other people in the family is hugely important. So here's an interesting fun fact. You guys know me by now. We've done this quite a bit recently, and if you don't know me, make sure you subscribe to the channel. Let's get to know each other a little bit better. But like I said, like literally a minute ago, I am a purebred workaholic, and but when I don't have something to do, I go like full lazy mode, full on. Like Saturdays and Sundays when I'm not like, I can't be working because, you know, I've got like dedicated time for the family and the kids and stuff, and like I go full lazy. Like I don't get out of my pajamas. It's hard to get me out of bed. Like I'll lay in bed with my kids and wrestle with them and tickle them and watch TV and spend like fun quality time with the kids and things like that. And but like I go full, like if I don't have something I have to get done, work-wise especially, I go full lazy mode until Sunday night. And then Sunday night I'm like pretty deep and gangster into like getting ready for the week. And then Monday through Friday, forget about it. I'm like 16, 18 hours a day. So anyways, there's a fun fact for you guys. Alright guys, that's it for us here in Charleston. We had a great time. Time to get back home to the kids. But be sure to check out the tutorials that we're doing over on YouTube. There's a whole series, and I'm talking about how to do all the things I'm telling you guys to do all the time. Facebook marketing and the retargeting and the pixels and creating audiences and all that kind of stuff. So be sure to check that out. Hit that thumbs up button if you liked this video. I hope you enjoyed it. And make sure you subscribe to the channel. Like us on Facebook. I think that's, all the different things. Do it. See you guys in the next video.